What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day today and an even better start to the new year. And I hope it all gets even better from watching this video. Today we're chatting all about my 10 micro habits that have really improved my life. So these are like very low effort habits that I have that make my lifestyle a lot more focused, more productive, healthier, but also more peaceful. They just all in all make my life better and they're super easy to implement. I thought this might be the perfect time to share these because it's obviously the start of the new year. We all want to have an amazing year and I'm a firm believer that a lot of that lies in our own hands. So I hope these habits can like inspire you or give you some ideas of what you can add into your lifestyle that will make your 2024 better. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Nika, welcome. I make videos all about self-improvement and I like to make my videos very like actionable, strategic. I give you to-do lists, I give you exercises, just anything and everything to make this as simple as possible. So if that works for you, I hope you stick around and subscribe. You can also check out my other social media if you're interested in more of my personal life and we can kind of keep these chats going. Alrighty. Let's get into this video. Alrighty, so habit number one is something I like to do after a work day. So when I finish my work, I go into my bedroom, I lay down and I listen to a 5-minute guided meditation. I'll link the one that I use down below. It's here on YouTube, so it's free, but it's just such an incredible way to de-stress. And the more you do it, the more you get used to it. So I feel like at this point, when I listen to it, my body and my mind is like, oh, we're done with that. Now we can relax, you know? If you're not into this kind of like meditation, you can try different things. You can literally go outside on your balcony for 5 minutes and breathe and just sit there and breathe. Like it has to be something that's super simple because the last thing you want to do is after like a stressful day at work or just activities that took a lot of your mental focus to then have another thing that adds to that. You know, it has to be very simple. So that's why I love this meditation. I literally just play it and I lay down. So that has honestly been a game changer because before I would just get on my phone and scroll because it's a mindless activity and I was really tired and like overworked. But that can be a little stressful. It's obviously not the best for us. And it also led to me then scrolling on my phone for like 2 or 3 hours, which is obviously not something I particularly want to do every day. So I just found a new way to de-stress that honestly works so much better, but it's also super, super simple. So I highly, highly recommend. Alrighty, the next habit is actually a little like hydration, water intake hack. I used to be someone who would literally forget to drink. Like the evening would roll around and I would have had a glass of water in the whole day. I just did not feel thirsty, but I discovered a hack that really works for me and that actually makes me thirsty throughout the day. And I don't know if this is backed by science at all. It's obviously good for you, so you might as well do it. So what I do is I have a big glass of water first thing when I get up. So before coffee, before tea, before I do anything. And obviously when you wake up, you're pretty dehydrated. You haven't drank in like 8 hours. And also water helps to wake you up. So it's all in all amazing. But when I do this, I actually feel thirsty throughout the day. And if I don't do it for a few days, I stop feeling thirsty. I don't know why, try it out, see if it works for you. Another thing that can really help you to drink more water and stay more hydrated is Water Drop, and they're actually the sponsor of this video, which is so cool because they're an incredible brand. I'm so excited to work with them. Basically, their goal is to make daily hydration sustainable, healthy, and easy to achieve for everyone. So these are their micro drinks. They are basically small sugar-free cubes that add flavor in a healthy way. You just drop them into water and it just makes drinking good old tap water a lot more exciting. They're also great because they're super small, so you can take them anywhere with you. Just like bring your reusable water bottle and you'll be so much more sustainable. It's obviously so much better for the environment than to keep buying those plastic bottle drinks. Plus, a lot of those drinks are usually super high in sugar, or we buy sodas, just things that are not very healthy. So this is a great alternative. These are made with natural fruit and plant extracts. So they're sugar-free, they're gluten-free, and they're vegan. My favorite is the Zen one, but they have so many different flavors and types of cubes. They have Microlight, for example, which you can use for workouts, or Micro Energy, which is just a great alternative to coffee. Another really cool product they have that can really help you to drink more water is their Lucy Smart Cap. This syncs with the Water Drop hydration app, and you can track your water intake and set reminders so you don't forget to drink. Plus it cleans water with UCV technology, so it's just all in all amazing. And you can get 10% off your purchase with the code Nika10. I'll have the link down below in the description box, and thank you so much to Water Drop for sponsoring. The next habit is something that really increases my productivity, but does it in a very like non-overwhelming, positive, mindful way, if that makes sense. So what I like to do is I like to ask myself, what is the best and the highest use of my time right now? So I do this when I'm deciding what tasks task I want to do next. So whatever answer pops up, I do that. And I also use it when I'm planning my week or writing my to-do list. So it's just an amazing little simple hack. The next habit is a 3-step tiny routine that really improves my sleep. So again, you can make it your own, but what that could look like is I turn on my like low lights, I turn on relaxing music, and I put on a lavender oil onto myself and my pillow. Just again, very tiny, simple steps, but what this does for me is it like signals to my brain, it's time to go to bed now. Like it's time to wind down and go to sleep. And I swear this has improved my sleep so much. So make it something that's super easy, it's enjoyable, and it's also relaxing. If that's, again, turning on really relaxing music, making a cup of tea, and taking your magnesium supplement, that's what it is. Just very, very simple. Habit number 5 is actually phone related. I spend a lot of time on my phone, and I just like to make this space something that's not overwhelming and something that works for me. So what I do is I turn off most of my notifications. I think the only notifications I have on is like messages and calls and WhatsApp. And that's it. I also really love to utilize the focus features. So do not disturb is one of them, for example, that we all know. I turn that on all the time when I'm working or filming. I have the sleep one, which turns on and off when I'm getting ready for bed and when I'm waking up. And it like blocks certain pages of my homepage. So I can't go like on social media, and it silences my notifications, and you can actually make your own focus modes. So I have a mindfulness one that turns on when my morning routine starts, and you can just really make them something that's super useful to you. So it's just such an amazing feature to make your phone work for you and help you with your routines and everything that you're doing, and to just be the least distracting as humanly possible. So I highly recommend. The next one is super straightforward and easy, but it's just to pack like a healthy snack and some water when you leave your house for a bit longer. It helps you to save money and also stay healthier, because I used to always go out, not bring anything, and then I would have to buy a drink and buy like a cinnamon bun or something that's obviously not very healthy, and I would spend more money and just like partake in unhealthy habits. And it's just so easy just to like pack water and like a little protein bar or something. So very simple, but it does make a big difference. The next one is another like mental little trick question that I like to ask myself. I actually heard this on a podcast and I've been using it ever since. It's so good. Whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed or like emotional and there's some problem happening, something like that, something that's a little stressful, overwhelming, I ask myself, how could this be easy? And it's such like a simple question. You're probably like, obviously, but it's not really something that at least I do when I'm feeling overwhelmed or stressed or emotional, because I'm usually all over the place. So that simple question, how could this be easy, helps me to find a more simple solution and see like the next step that I need to take to make my situation better. I just highly recommend trying it out next time you're feeling a little overwhelmed and like you're just a headless chicken. It really helps. And in most cases, when we're in a situation like that, there's usually an easier solution that we're not really seeing. So it's just a super simple question to ask yourself. The next habit is something that really helps me to limit those spontaneous purchases that are usually completely not necessary. And like I would buy a clothing piece, and then after 2 weeks, I would be like, why did I buy this? I bought it because I was bored, okay? Especially since being here in Denmark, like I don't have a lot of people, a huge social circle. There's not much going on outside of work for me, okay? So what I would do if I needed like something fun to do is I would go shopping, and I would just buy things that I absolutely do not need. And then I have so many clothes or skincare or whatever that I'm not using at all because I did not need them. First of all, find some hobbies. I'm speaking to myself here because shopping is not a good habit. It's especially not good if you're trying to save and be better with your money. But I've just kind of trained myself when I am in situations like that to just pause. Usually, that clothing piece is still going to be there or somewhere online, or you can find an even better option. So when I would see something like, oh, this is such a cute skirt, I obviously need to buy it right this second, I would just pause, I would go home, and I would tell myself if I still want it in like 3 days, I will go and buy it. And then I usually go online and I try to find a better deal or just a better version of whatever product I found. I even made like a wish list for myself where I like leave links to things that I would want to buy in that moment. And then honestly, when I look back on that wish list, like even a week later, I'm like, I don't want that at all. And it's honestly saved my budget the last few months because I was not very good at this at the beginning of this year. And you could tell in my finances. So just pause, go home. If you still want it, a few days later, you can go ahead and buy it, find some better options maybe, put it on your wish list, whatever system works for you. But a combination of those really helps me. And again, it's great for your finances. My wallet is very thankful. The next one is air your home. Okay, this is so obvious again, but it makes such a big difference, like bigger than you might think. And so many people are not doing this. So what I like to do every single day, I leave the window open for 5 to 15 minutes in the morning and then in the evening. Obviously, it's shorter now that it's so cold out, but it's so important to air out your home. So just open all the windows for 5 to 15 minutes. Obviously, so much better for you to have fresh air. It also really impacts my brain. Like honestly, when I'm feeling a little like stuffy, or you know, when you have like brain fog, or you've just been like behind your computer for hours and you can't take in information anymore, I open a window, I even, again, step outside, breathe for a bit, and I feel so much better after. So air your home. It is so much better for you, okay? We don't want to take in so many recycled breaths. No. And it also really helps to wake me up in the morning when I do it. So another perk. Alrighty, the last one is something that I think I mentioned in my mindset habits video. So I'll link that somewhere here. But it's to basically, anytime something good happens, the tiniest thing possible, even super simple things like I walk up to the crosswalk and the light turns green all of a sudden, like anything and everything, I tell myself I am so lucky. I was literally born under a lucky star. And you can make your own variation of this, but anything that happens, literally seeing a nice sunset, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so lucky. I was literally born under a lucky star. It makes you feel super grateful because you're acknowledging so many things everywhere. And once you start doing it, you notice so many more things, which just makes you feel better and better and better and more positive, which obviously is amazing for you in your life. And if you're into manifestation and all of that, then you probably believe that will just bring you more of it. So all in all, even if you don't believe in manifestation, it makes you feel so much better and more positive, more grateful. You just shine more, okay? It feels great. And it's just so nice and refreshing and exciting to be around people who acknowledge how lucky they are in a lot of ways, even if they have problems. Like, you still are probably lucky in a lot of ways that other people aren't. And it's really enjoyable to be around a person like that, and a person who like points out things that they love and things that they're, happy about. Like, even if it's the clouds look great, it really, really, really makes your life so much more magical, honestly, once you start pointing it out. So any variation of, I am so lucky, I was born under a lucky star, I'm a lucky girl, isn't life just amazing? Any kind of sentence like that, honestly, it really, really makes a huge difference, and it makes you so much happier. That is all for my little 10 micro habits. I hope this was inspiring or helpful, or it just gave you some ideas of what you can try out to make your 2024 better. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to subscribe and check out my other social media so we can be here again next week and continue improving our lives and just becoming better and happier and healthier. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!